Next question I will consider. This is your fourth problem. ABC is an isosceles triangle right angled at C. Prove that AB square equal to 2 into AC square. Okay. See, this is important problem and 2 marks problem. Okay. So most of the time repeated and very easy question also. Okay. Yes. See here. One figure given here. So this is your triangle ABC right angled at C. That means angle at the point C equal to 90 degree. Okay. Yes. See, also given this is your isosceles triangle. Okay. What is the meaning of isosceles triangle? Isosceles triangle means two sides are equal. In a triangle, any two sides are equal in length, isn't it? So here AB is a hypotenuse, so AB never equal because it is the largest side, isn't it? It will not be equal. So therefore I can say the side BC is equal to the side AC. Understood? No? Okay. So first I will write given in triangle ABC, angle C is equal to 90 degree. Okay, see this angle C is equal to 90 degree. Also given the length of side AC is equal to BC. Okay, AC is equal to BC. What it indicate? Triangle ACB is an isosceles triangle. Understood now? What they have given here? In triangle ABC, angle C is equal to 90 degree as well as AC is equal to BC. The length of AC is equal to the length of BC. Okay. Next, to prove. Next concept I will consider to prove. What we are going to prove here? Okay. To prove. Okay. We are going to prove here AB square equal to 2 into AC square. Okay. AB square equal to 2 into AC square. This is what we have to prove. Okay. Yes. So now I will consider my proof part. So proof. Okay. So in proof part, already given this triangle ACB is one of the right angled triangle. So in triangle ACB, since it is a right angled triangle, can I apply Pythagoras theorem here? Yes, according to the Pythagoras theorem, here I will write by Pythagoras theorem. Okay, by Pythagoras theorem. Okay, according to the Pythagoras theorem, the square on the hypotenuse, what is your hypotenuse side here? That is AB square. So therefore AB square equal to sum of the squares on the other two sides. Which are the other two sides? BC square plus AC square. BC square plus AC square. Okay. Yes. So left hand side write as it is AB square. Okay. Now actually you are going to prove AB square is equal to 2 into AC square. That means 2 into AC square is nothing but AC square plus AC square. Right? Okay. See, 1 AC square already it is there. So now I am going to change this BC square into AC square. Okay. How to convert this BC square to AC square? Just look at here given data. Do you have AC is equal to BC? Do you have AC is equal to BC? So therefore in the place of BC, can I replace this AC? Yes. So therefore BC square will become, what it will become? AC square plus, write this AC square as it is. Understood now? How can I write this BC square into AC square? Because in the given data BC is equal to AC we have. So therefore I will replace in the place of BC by AC. So therefore BC square will become AC square. Okay. Yes. So now AC square plus AC square 2 times repeated, so that it will become 2 into AC square. Okay. So left hand side is AB square. So therefore AB square equal to 2 into AC square. So this is a result what we have to prove, isn't it? Okay. Simple concept, 2 marks problem and very important problem. Okay. Important. Okay. Yes. Next problem, fifth problem. See here. ABC is an isosceles triangle with AC is equal to BC. If AB square equal to 2 into AC square, prove that triangle ABC is a right angled triangle. Okay, right triangle or right angled triangle. Okay, yes. See figure given here, this is your figure. Okay, ACB is one of the right angled triangle and which is right angled at the point C. Okay, see at the beginning they are not given this is a right angle triangle, they are given just it is one of the triangle. Okay, what is that? ACB is one of the triangle. I don't know whether it is right angle triangle or isosceles triangle, that I don't know, but I have to prove this is a right angled triangle. Okay, yes. So how to prove this is a right angle triangle? Okay, right angled triangle means suddenly we'll remember Pythagoras theorem, isn't it? So if a given triangle satisfies a Pythagoras theorem, then can I say this is a right angled triangle? Yes, if any triangle satisfies a Pythagoras theorem, then can I say that particular triangle is one of the right angle triangle? Yes, so therefore first I will check out whether this given triangle satisfy Pythagoras theorem or not. Okay, yes. So first I will write the given data. Okay, so what informations given in the question? Okay, so in triangle ABC, in triangle ABC, in triangle ABC, okay, what they have given? First one, AC is equal to BC given, the length of side AC is equal to the length of side BC. Also given AB square equal to 2 into AC square, AB square equal to 2 into AC square. This is what they have given in the question, isn't it? Okay, next to prove. What we have to prove here? To prove, okay, ABC is a right triangle. Okay, ABC is a right triangle, is a right triangle. Okay, this is what we have to prove, isn't it? ABC is a right triangle. This is what we are going to prove. Okay, next I'll consider proof part. Okay, I'll consider proof part. Okay, so in proof part, I'll take this result. Okay, one information is given in the question. What is that? AB square is equal to 2 into AC square. This is already given here. Okay, so I will consider this relation here. Okay, consider AB square equal to 2 into AC square. Okay, so I will consider the given result, that is AB square equal to 2 into AC square. Okay, yes, now AB square equal to 2 AC square. Can I split this 2 AC square as AC square plus AC square? Yes, 2 AC square. Can I split it as AC square plus AC square? Yes, okay. So now AB square equal to, see, actually one more information given. What is that? Side AC is equal to BC, isn't it? AC is equal to BC given here, right? So now actually given here AC is equal to BC, isn't it? So therefore in the place of AC, can I replace this BC? Okay, so therefore AC square will become BC square. Okay, how can I write this BC square? Because given here in the question itself given the length of AC is equal to length of BC, isn't it? So therefore in the place of AC I'll replace BC, so that I'll get BC square. Okay, plus this one write as it is AC square. Okay, yes. So now just compare this result, just compare this relation with your given triangle. Okay, AB square equal to BC square plus AC square. What it indicate? Whether it satisfies a Pythagoras theorem? Yes. Whether it satisfies relation of Pythagoras theorem? A square on the hypotenuse. Here AB is a hypotenuse, isn't it? Or in another word we can say that a square on the longest side. What is your longest side? AB square, isn't it? A square on the longest side is equal to sum of the squares on the other two sides, right? So here I'll use converse of the Pythagoras theorem. Okay, statement I already given, converse of the Pythagoras theorem. Okay, so what it say? Converse of the Pythagoras theorem, a square on the longest side, here AB is your longest side, which is equal to sum of the squares on the other two sides. So therefore, by using converse of the Pythagoras theorem, can I say the given triangle is a right angled triangle? Yes. So therefore, by converse of Pythagoras theorem, by converse of Pythagoras theorem, by converse of Pythagoras theorem, I can say that triangle ABC is a right triangle. Okay, this is one of the right triangle. Okay, yes, so this is also important 2 marks problem. Okay, a simple problem, just replace in the place of AC by BC, that's all. Then use converse of the Pythagoras theorem, you can see that this is a right angled triangle. Next problem, ABC is an equilateral triangle of side 2A, find each of its altitude. Okay, so this is one triangle. ABC is one of the right angled this is one of the equilateral triangle. Okay, so in this equilateral triangle, side length given. Okay, what is the side length? 2A. Okay, we know that equilateral triangle means all the sides will having the equal length, isn't it? So therefore, if the length of one side is 2A, then what about the length of remaining two sides? Remaining two sides also same, that is 2A, isn't it? So therefore, length of AB is 2A, length of BC is also 2A, the length of AC is also 2A. Okay, yes, so here solution, first I will write the given. Okay, so first I will write the given data. Okay, so in triangle ABC, length of AB equal to length of BC equal to length of AC equal to 2A. Okay, so what it indicate? All the sides are equal, means it indicate triangle ABC is one of the equilateral triangle. Okay, yes, so next I'll take one construction. Okay, actually what we are going to prove, we are going to find the length of altitude, isn't it? Okay, so therefore here I'll do one construction. Okay, see, I will draw AD perpendicular to BC. Understood now? Draw AD perpendicular to AC. Okay, draw AD perpendicular to BC. Okay, yes. See here. Now, this AD is nothing but your altitude, isn't it? What is the name of this AD? AD is nothing but your altitude. Okay, yes. See, in the case of equilateral triangle, the altitude, this altitude is AD here, this altitude AD will bisect this BC. Okay, what is the meaning of this? This altitude AD will bisect this BC means this point D is there, no? This point D is a midpoint of BC. Okay, that means this AD will divide this BC into two equal part. That means length of BD is equal to length of DC. Okay, yes. So next I'll take proof or solution I can do. Okay, since the altitude of an equilateral triangle, bisect the side BC. Okay, here which is your altitude? AD is your altitude. So this altitude AD will bisect this side BC. That means the side BC will divide into two equal part. Okay, what is the first part? First part is BD. What is the second part? Second part is DC. Okay, so therefore if BC length is 2a, then what about the length of BD? Half of 2a. Half of 2a how much? A. What about length of DC? DC is also A. Understood now? Bisect means this side BC will divide into two parts. Okay, BD and DC. Okay, those two parts are equal. So therefore full BC length is 2a. So therefore BD is half of 2a. What is a half of 2a? A, isn't it? Half of 2a is a half a. Next, what about the length of another side DC? DC is also a. Okay, yes. So now okay, actually our intention is to find what is the length of AD. Okay, AD is equal to how much? Altitude. Here altitude is AD. What is the length of AD? Okay, so therefore can you observe here triangle ADB is one of the right angled triangle. Yes, so since it is a right angled triangle, can I apply Pythagoras theorem to this triangle? Yes, so therefore I'll say in triangle ADB by Pythagoras theorem, I'll apply Pythagoras theorem. Okay, by Pythagoras theorem. Okay, I'll apply Pythagoras theorem to this triangle ADB. Okay, according to the Pythagoras theorem, the square on the hypotenuse. What is the hypotenuse side here? Your hypotenuse side is AB. I'll solve here. Okay, AB square equal to sum of the squares on the other two sides. Which are the other two sides? AD and BD, isn't it? So therefore, can I take AD square plus BD square? Yes, AD square plus BD square. Okay, yes, AB length. What is the length of AB here? AB length is 2a. So therefore 2a whole square equal to AD square. AD length don't know, so write it as it is. AD square only, we don't know the value, plus BD square. What is the length of BD here? BD is equal to a, so it will become a square. Okay, yes. So now 2a whole square. Okay, what is the meaning of 2a whole square? 2a whole square is nothing but 2a into 2a, isn't it? So 2 into 2, 4, a into a square. So what is the value of 2a whole square? 2a whole square equal to 4a square. Okay, so therefore in the place of 2a whole square, I'll write 4a square. Okay, shift this a square to left hand side so that I'll get minus a square equal to a d square. Okay, write this a d square in the left hand side only. Just shift this a square to left hand side. Okay, while this plus a square comes to the left hand side, it will become minus a square. Okay, now 4a square minus a square equal to how much? 3a square. So therefore AD square value how much? 3a square. Okay, but I want the value of AD. My question is to find the length of AD, isn't it? So therefore can I write it like this? AD square equal to 3a square. Okay, AD square equal to 3a square. Just I have written like this. Okay, so now I want this, I'll shift this square to right hand side. So while this is square, shift to the right hand side, what it will become? It will become square root, isn't it? So therefore AD is equal to square root of 3 into a square, isn't it? While this square will comes to the right hand side, it will become square root. Okay, so now can I split this 3 into a square as, see here 3 is the first term, a square is the second term. Okay, so can I split it as square root of 3 into square root of a square? Yes, 3 is the first term, so square root of 3 into a square is the second term, so square root of a square. Okay, so can I cancel this square root and square? Okay, so then how much I'll get? This is equal to square root of 3 into a, isn't it? After cancelling square and square root, I'll get a only. Okay, so therefore AD, okay, so AD is nothing but your median. So therefore what is the length of your AD is nothing but your altitude. So what is the length of your altitude? Your altitude length is square root of 3 into a units. Okay, square root of 3 into a units. Okay, remember here AD is nothing but your altitude. Okay, remember this is only in the case of equilateral triangle. Altitude will bisect the side BC. Okay, what is the altitude here? Altitude is AD here. Okay, so therefore since altitude AD of an equilateral triangle bisect the side BC, okay, we can say that the length of BD and length of DC is half of this length of BC length. Okay, BC length is how much? 2a. So what is a half of 2a? Half of 2a is a, isn't it? So therefore BD length is a, DC length is a. Okay, yes. So then apply Pythagoras theorem to the first right angle triangle, that is ADB. After applying the Pythagoras theorem, I'll get the length of AD is nothing but square root of 3 into a units. Okay, so here AD is nothing but altitude. Okay, next question. This is one of the important question. Okay, very important question. Okay, yes, see, prove that the sum of the squares of the sides of a rhombus is equal to the sum of the squares of its diagonals. Okay, yes, see, rhombus given. Okay, so here ABCD is one of the rhombus. Okay, see, first I'll write the given data. Okay, so first I'll write given. Okay, given what they have given in the question. ABCD is a rhombus. Okay, ABCD is a rhombus. Okay, so we know that in the case of rhombus all the four sides are equal, isn't it? So therefore which are the four sides here? AB, BC, CD and DA. These are the four sides, right? So that means, can I say that is the length of AB equal to BC equal to CD equal to DA. Okay, ABCD is a rhombus, means all the four sides are equal. Okay, side AB equal to the side BC equal to the side CD equal to the side DA. Okay, next I'll write to prove. Okay, what we are going to prove here? Okay, according to this question we have to prove sum of the squares of the sides. Okay, there are four sides, isn't it? Which are the four sides? AB, BC, CD and DA. Okay, so there are four sides. Sum of the squares of these four sides means, what is the first side? AB. So AB square plus, what is the second side? Second side is BC. So BC square plus third side CD. CD square plus fourth side is AD. AD square equal to the sum of the squares of its diagonal. Okay, which are the diagonals here? Can you observe here AC and BD? These are the two diagonals of this rhombus. Okay, so according to this question is equal to sum of the squares of the diagonals. Okay, first diagonal is AC square plus the second diagonal is BD, so BD square. Okay, so this is what we have to prove. Okay, sum of the squares of its four sides is equal to sum of the squares of its diagonal. Okay, here AC and BD, these are the two diagonals, so AC square plus BD square. This is what we have to prove. Okay, yes, so next I'll move towards the proof part. Okay, proof. Okay, see here. Actually, here two diagonals. Which are the two diagonals? AC and BD. These two diagonals are intersecting at the point O. Understood? No? Okay. See, according to the property of the rhombus, the diagonals of the rhombus are intersecting each other at 90 degree. That means this is 90 degree, this is 90 degree, this is 90 degree, this is 90 degree. Okay, angle DOC equal to 90 degree, angle COB equal to 90 degree, angle AOB also equal to 90 degree, angle AOD equal to 90 degree. Understood, no? Okay, so this is according to the property of rhombus. Okay, so I'll write since the diagonals of a rhombus, since the diagonals of a rhombus bisect each other at 90 degree and at the point O. Okay, see here AC and BD are intersecting each other at the point O, isn't it? Okay, also diagonals are bisecting each other. What is the meaning of this bisecting each other? Means this AC, the diagonal AC will divide into two equal part. That means the length of AO equal to length of OC. Okay. Also the diagonal BD will divide into two equal part. That means the length of BO equal to length of DO. Okay. This is bisecting. Bisecting means divide into two equal part. Okay. So therefore, can I say the length of AO, okay, so therefore the length of AO equal to length of OC, okay, equal to half of AC. Can I say this result? AO is a half of AC. AO is exactly half part of AC. Again, OC is also exact half part of AC. Understood? So therefore, I can write it like this. AO, the length of AO equal to OC, length of OC equal to half of AC. Exact half part of AC. Okay. Yes. Same property can I use it for the diagonal BD? Okay. Again, BD will divide into two parts, that is DO and OB. These two parts are equal. Okay, so therefore length of OD, okay, OD equal to length of OB equal to half of BD. Can I say half of BD? Okay, OD and OB are exactly half of this diagonal BD. Understood now? Diagonal BD. Okay, yes. So keep it here. Okay, so now I already informed all these diagonals. These two diagonals are intersecting at 90 degree. Okay, so therefore can you observe here, triangle AOB is one of the right angled triangle. Yes or no? Okay, you can take any triangle, not only you can consider AOD also you can consider, or you can consider COD also you can consider, or COB also you can consider, but any one right angle triangle. Okay, so now I'll consider right angled triangle AOB. Okay, so in triangle AOB, okay, see, since triangle AOB is one of the right angled triangle, can I apply Pythagoras theorem to this triangle? Yes, so according to the Pythagoras theorem, the square on the hypotenuse. What is the hypotenuse side here? This is 90 degree. The side opposite to the 90 degree is AB, isn't it? So square on this side AB means AB square equal to sum of the squares on the other two sides. Which are the other two sides? OA square plus OB square. OA square plus OB square, isn't it? Here AB is your diagonal. Remaining two sides are AO and OB. Okay, yes. So now AB square write as it is. AB square write as it is. But in the place of OA square, just here I'll consider it as equation number 1 and this is equation number 2. Okay, OA or AO both are same. AO equal to how much given here? AO or OA both are same. Okay, so the length of AO equal to how much here? half of AC given, isn't it? So can I substitute this half of AC in the place of OA? Yes, okay. So therefore in the place of OA, I'll replace half of AC whole square, write this whole square as it is, okay, plus OB, okay. Again from the equation number 2, what is the value of OB here? OB is equal to how much given? Half into BD given, isn't it? So therefore in the place of OB, can I replace this value? Okay, how much it is? Half into BD, half into BD whole square, right? Okay, so now this is equal to 1 by 2 whole square. 1 square equal to 1, 2 square equal to 4 into AC square, right, as it is, AC square, right, as it is, okay, plus 1 square equal to 1, 2 square equal to 4 into BD square, okay. Yes, so what is there in left hand side? In the left hand side you have AB square, okay. Yes, now this is equal to, okay, 1 into AC square equal to AC square, so AC square by 4, 1 into BD square equal to BD square, so BD square by 4, okay. Left hand side you have AB square, okay. So in the right hand side your denominator is the same, isn't it? So therefore can I add the numerator directly? Okay, so what about your numerator? AC square plus BD square, AC square plus BD square by 4, okay. Left hand side you have AB square, okay. Now can I multiply this 4 with the AB square? Okay, then what it will become? 4 into AB square equal to AC square plus BD square, isn't it? Okay, now 4 into AB square, what is the meaning of this? 4 into AB square means, can I split this AB square 4 times? 4 into AB square means split AB square 4 times, okay. So what it will become then? AB square plus AB square plus AB square plus AB square, okay, equal to, okay, here AB square I split it 4 times, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 times, AB square, AB square, AB square, okay. Right hand side, what is there in right hand side? AC square plus BD square, AC square plus BD square, okay. Yes, see, actually our result must be what we are going to prove here, to prove AB square plus BC square plus CD square plus AD square equal to AC square plus BD square, okay. Right hand side result already we got, AC square plus BD square, okay. Then what about this left hand side? First one is AB square, isn't it? See, first you have AB square, okay. So I'll write as it is. First one I'll write as it is. AB square I'll write as it is. But what about another AB square? We know that AB is equal to BC, isn't it? We know that AB is equal to BC, right? So therefore in the place of AB square, can I replace this BC value? Okay, so that what it will become? BC square plus another one AB square we have. We know that AB is equal to CD, right? So therefore can I replace in the place of AB square by CD? Yes, so therefore CD square plus one more result, last result. See, again one more AB square I have, fourth one AB square, isn't it? Okay, just look at here. Do you have AB is equal to DA? Yes, so therefore in the last AB square, can I replace that DA square or AD square? Both are same, DA or AD, both are same, okay. So I'll write AD square equal to, what is there in right hand side? AC square plus BD square. So this is what we have to prove, isn't it? Okay, just what you have to do? AB square, AB square, AB square, AB square. 4 times I have written, okay. We know that all the 4 sides of the rhombus are equal, isn't it? So therefore write all the 4 sides, AB square. First one write as it is, next BC square, CD square, AD square. Because BC is equal to AB, because BC is equal to AB, CD is also equal to AB, AD is also equal to AB. All the four sides are equal, isn't it? So therefore just replace by this value, you will get the final result. Okay. So this is important question, very important question, most of the time repeated. So write and practice this problem. Okay. Next problem. Okay. So from your textbook, this is your 9th problem. Okay. 9th problem. See, a ladder 10 meter long reach a window 8 meter above the ground. Find the distance of the foot of the ladder from the base of the wall. Okay, yes. So first I will consider wall. Okay, see, this is your ground and this is your wall. Okay, yes. So I'll name it as A, B, C. Okay, what is this? AB is nothing but your wall. CB is your ground. This is your ground. Okay. So now I'll take one ladder. Okay. See here. If I join this AC, okay, see, this is your ladder. Okay. This is your ladder. Okay. Here AC is nothing but a ladder. Okay. Yes. See here, according to this question, a ladder of 10 meter long. Okay. So what is the length of this AC? AC is equal to 10 meter. AC is equal to 10 meter long, reach a window 8 meter above the ground. Okay, so point A is nothing but your window. Okay, so this window is at what distance? 8 meter above the ground. So that means what is the length of this AB? AB is equal to 8 meter. Okay, see, A is nothing but a window. Okay, so here this window is at what distance? At a distance 8 meter above the ground. So therefore the length of or the height of this wall is nothing but 8 meter. Okay, next also given, find the, what is the question? Find the distance of the foot of the ladder. Okay, see, this point C is nothing but foot of the ladder. Your question is to find at what distance this foot of the ladder from the base of the wall. That means BC is equal to how much? Okay, your question is to find BC length. Okay, yes. See, always the wall will be perpendicular to the base or ground, isn't it? So therefore in this figure you can observe here ABC is one of the right angled triangle, isn't it? See, this is simple question and 2 marks question, very important question. Okay, 2 marks question. Okay, so here ABC is nothing but a right angled triangle. So therefore I'll apply Pythagoras theorem to this triangle. Okay, so solution in triangle ABC by Pythagoras theorem, we can see that by Pythagoras theorem, okay, after applying the Pythagoras theorem, what it say? Square on the hypotenuse. What is the hypotenuse side here? AC is your hypotenuse side opposite to 90 degree, that is AC. So square on this side AC, that is nothing but AC square equal to sum of the squares on the other two sides. Which are the other two sides? AB square plus BC square. Okay, AB square plus BC square. Okay, yes. So AC length, what is the value of AC here? Length, AC is nothing but 10. So AC square is nothing but 10 square equal to AB. What is the length of AB? AB is about 8 meter. So I can write 8 square plus BC square. I will write it as it is. Okay, yes. So 10 square is nothing but 100. 8 square is nothing but 64 plus BC square. Okay, so shift this 64 to the left hand side. Okay, so what it will become? 100 minus 64 equal to how much? BC square. 100 minus 64 equal to 36. So therefore 36 equal to AC square. Now we need the value of which one? Not AC, sorry, this is BC. Okay, see, we need the length of BC, isn't it? So therefore BC is nothing but a square root of 36, isn't it? If BC square is equal to 36, then what is the length of BC? BC is equal to square root of 36. So 36, can I write it as 6 square? 6 square is nothing but 36. So square and square root cancelled. So BC is equal to 6 meter. Okay. So therefore, what is the length of BC? BC is equal to 6 meter. Okay. What is the question? So therefore, the required distance of the foot of the ladder from the base of the wall is how much? 6 meter. Okay, so this is your answer. Important question, easy question, just apply Pythagoras theorem. Okay, so if you know how to draw the figure, then you can solve it easily. Okay.